emphasis. Welcome in, Panthers fans. It's the first game of the lacrosse season for the Panthers. And it's the first game on the new turf here in the pit. It's going to be a good one. It's the Elder Panthers versus the Wyoming Cowboys to start the season off. Last year,
Yeah, and last year, this Panthers team was pretty good, and this will be the first official broadcast of the new turf for the pit here, historically known pit, and as you can tell, the Panther in the middle has been extended out a little bit. It's a little bit more vibrant in colors, and then if you look closely, you can see a shadow of a full Panther on the field that stretches pretty far around the whole field. It pretty much stretches the whole entire field, actually.
yeah, the Panthers last year 14-7. Playoffs were not good. They made it to the second round, lost 10-0. You got to have a bounce back game here. Even though it's a new season, you got to bounce back.
Yeah, and you got to start off strong here against a good team like Wyoming. You know, they don't have a huge roster from what I can tell. It looks like 11 or 12 guys, but from what I can tell about basketball and football, Wyoming is pretty good in both of those. So I would expect them to be as well pretty good here in lacrosse.
Yeah, it is a short roster, but let's see what they can do against the Panthers. Panthers are fired up here tonight, looking for their first win of the season and the first win on the new turf.
Yeah, it's good to start the season off right here with this new turf.
Starters for the Panthers tonight is Mason Bauer, Brody Krebs, George Saski, Max Dugan, Kate Unger, Noah Seiler, Sam Walter, Jordan Coates, Eli Boring, and Harrison Cafeo. Cafeo, a freshman, starting his first game on varsity. Big accomplishment for him.
Yeah, not only is Harrison Cafeo on this varsity team, his twin brother Jackson is also on varsity, as well as Jackson Marker is also a freshman on varsity. So big congratulations to those guys for working hard at the sport that they love and, achieving much.
The starters for the Wyoming Cowboys are Carson Hinkle, Gabe Scruggs, Jay Myers, Rowan Benkin, Drew Gagan, Bo Atkins, Seamus Ambrose, Noah Fent, Alex Gordon, Jackson Palermo. This Wyoming team has a lot of seniors. They have a lot of depth at the senior position, so it's going to be a tough-fought battle between these two teams.
Yeah, of course, Wyoming's probably going to have a little bit more experience than some of the guys out here for Elder, as the goalies will take their position.
Yep, and here we go. The first face-off of the Elder Panthers season is right now. It's going to be Dugan for the face-off for the Panthers. And Hinkle for the Cowboys. Dugan's going to get it. Pops free. Seiki over to Cafeo. Back to Seiki. Seiki controlling traffic. Over to Unger. Back over to Dugan. Dugan coming in. Shot on goal and it's no good. That one's going to go in the stands. Powerful shot by Max Dugan there.
Yeah, it's very powerful. Of course, these guys have been in the gym, working hard, working to improve their strength, agility, and all of that, just so they can get better.
Siler's going to take behind the net. Flower behind the net now. Going to give it over to Dugan. Dugan fighting his way in. Shot on goal is
no good on the
good
shot.
Again. Yep. So 2 missed shots for Dugan. Unger. It's Dugan now. Grau. Back over to Siler. Siler. Shot on goal for the Panthers, and it's good. The first goal for the Panthers season is Alex Flower. What a goal by him. The Panthers lead 1-0 early.
Yeah, it was a great shot, probably around 10 to 15 yards away from the net. He let it rip, went right in, and so far, Evan, this Panthers season has started off very well.
Yep, it's going to be Unger. It's going to be Dugan and Hinkle again. Dugan's going to win again. Hinkle's got it on the offense now. It's stolen away. His stick's on the ground. Here's Dugan. Gives over to Siler. Back to Dugan. Dugan back to Siler. Back to Dugan. Over to Kip. Back to Kip. Dugan again. He's going to go in. Swings it and misses again. It's his third shot on goal. He's missed all of them.
Yeah, it's just the beginning of the season. He's probably trying to work his way around it as multiple subs for the Panthers. That's the thing I love about lacrosse. It's got that open field substitution, just like in hockey, and it's really fun to watch.
Siler now. Hankins now for the Cowboys. Going to give it to Palermo. Palermo. Bad pass. The Cowboys don't pick it up. It's Coates. Jordan Coates scores! Jordan Coates, the sophomore captain, is going to get the second goal of the Panthers season.
Yeah, it looks like we got a Cowboy down. Getting back up. Checked on by his coach.
Panthers out to an early 2-0 lead here. They didn't score in their last game of the season. They've already got 2.
Yeah, got shut out there, sadly. And I know these guys want to come back into this playoff seeding, of course, later on in the season and make a huge impact.
So Dugan and Hinkle for the face-off again. Dugan wins it again. Gives it over to Cafeo. Cafeo to Seiler. Seiler to Coates. Coates scores again! Jordan Coates, another goal for the Panthers.
Yeah, and the Cowboys are struggling, Evan. Already down 3-0 with 9 minutes and 18 seconds left here in the first.
Well, I mean, the Cowboys haven't got it across the 50-yard line yet.
Yeah, they haven't even made it halfway. They barely had the ball for time of possession. They're struggling immensely here.
It is first game of the season. You got to work out the wrinkles, so the goalie for Wyoming can't take this really hard right now. Dugan wins the face-off again. Unger gives it over to Seiler. Seiler now. Going to give it over to Coates. Stolen by the Cowboys. Coates, good defense. Hit him with the stick. Hinkle. It's the Panthers. It's Coates. No, it's Dominic Keys coming down the field for the Panthers. He's going to give it to Coates. Coates over to Seiler. Seiler taking his time. Going to give it back out to Flower. Flower has a goal today. Flower going in. Try to get past his defender. Can't. Tries to give it over to Coates. Won't get it. Graw tries to get to Coates. Won't get in. Ball's at midfield now. Flower gets it. Flower over to Unger. Unger to Seiler. Here's Seiler coming in. Going to give it back to Unger. Unger, shot on goal is ricocheted off the defender. And the Cowboys got it. It's Gordon on the breakaway for the Cowboys. Gordon over to Bornholt. Bornholt over to back to Gordon. Back to Gordon now. Gordon's going to go in. Here's the Cowboys some offense now. Back out to Bornholt. Bornholt's going to give it over to Fent. Back to Bornholt. And back over to Gordon. Here's Gordon looking for some offense. Shot on goal is blocked by number 1, Bauer. Up to Keys. Keys pushing the offense for the Panthers. Keys going to keep on going. Over to Seiler. Seiler won't shoot it. Seiler back out to Keys. Keys to Flower. Here's Flower. Going to go in. Flower fakes the pass. Flower gives it over to Peters. Peters to Kip. Kip back to Flower now. Here's Flower. Jukin now is defender. Gonna give it over to Seiler now. Coates won't get it. It's picked up by Benkin. Benkin now. Gonna give it over to Ambrose. Ambrose now. Benkin with the ball. Swings it over. It's Ambrose behind the net. Great defense by the Panthers. Scruggs now. Scruggs shoots and he scores! The Cowboys get their first goal of the season and cut the lead to 2.
Yeah, and what a nice shot to finally get these Cowboys on the board. Only down by 2 here now. So that's definitely a big sigh of relief for Wyoming.
Yeah. So it's going to be Dugan and Hinkle again on the faceoff. Dugan wins it, and he's off to the break. Gonna give it to the Seiler. Seiler misses it. Gets it. Seiler now. Gonna give it over to the Coates. Back to Dugan. Dugan gonna swing it over to Jackson. Jackson swings it over to number 12. Graw working on the edge. Probably needs to give this one up. He's got Unger. He's going to give it to Unger behind the net. Unger swings it out to Dugan. Here's Dugan. Dugan's spin move. Shot on goal is no good. What a catch by Palermo. Panthers get it. Tyler Schwartz. Gonna give it over to the goalie. He needs to get back. Free shot on goal for the Cowboys if they get it. Goalie's back in. And he shoots and scores. It's number 30 for the Cowboys, Alex Gordon. And the Cowboys are only down by 1 now.
Yeah, they're fighting back. Those are 2 goals that came in pretty short time periods. And obviously a big factor that's going to happen on later on, I would assume, would be the substitutions for Wyoming. Can they keep these guys? Did they condition well, before start of the season? Because they only have 2 subs.
Yeah.
And obviously you can see that crowd of Panthers on the sideline. So they're going to have to keep that conditioning factor.
So Dugan's got it. 3:50 to go. Panthers lead 3-2 in the first. Here's Dugan. Keys gives it over to Seiler, and Seiler scores. The Panthers score once again and make the lead 4-2 now with 3:31 to play in the first.
Yeah, and just like that, they bounced back, realized that they were slowly getting taken advantage of by the Cowboys, so worked hard there to get that.
Yep, so it's going to be Dugan and Henkel once again for this face-off. Dugan perfect on these face-offs. Can he get it again? And he does. Dugan bringing the ball up the field. Gives her over to Unger. Unger over to Seiler. Seiler gives it to Coates. Coates a hat trick! Jordan Coates a hat trick in the first quarter.
And the Panthers are on a roll, Evan.
Yeah, they are. Jordan Coates, what a day for this young man. Sophomore, he's a captain now. That's unheard of in all of elder sports. So 3:08 to play in the first. The Panthers lead 5-2. And Dugan loses his first face-off. Gordon taking it up for the Cowboys. Gordon going to go all the way in. Is Gordon going to shoot it? Gordon will, and he will miss. Alex Gordon misses, but the Cowboys still have the ball. It's Scruggs. Midfield now, Scruggs. Scruggs, midfield again. Here we go. Spinning past his defender, Scruggs. Ooh, he's tackled by Dugan. Dugan picks it up in the Panthers. Coming down the field. Here's Dugan. Takes a big hit but stays up with the ball. Unger hits the bar but won't go in. Seiler can't pick it up. He's put on the ground. And there's a hold on the Cowboys. So it'll be Panthers possession. And it'll be Flower. He's going to give it over to Seiler. Seiler and try to get it to Unger. Couldn't make the pass. Palermo now. Looking for a guy to get it to. Palermo still holding the ball. 1:55 to go. So swing it over to Myers. Myers guarded by Coates. It's going to lose. Can Coates get the ball?
Looks like it's going to be Panther ball.
No. We got an injured player for the Cowboys. It's number 18, Jay Myers. Hopefully he is okay as the Cowboys and our trainer here, Nate, run out to check on him.
Try to find the ball. Now you're good. Camera 2, going to you. Alright, going back to camera 1.
Okay, and the Panthers out to an early lead, 5-2, 1:43 to play in the first. Great start for the season. Standout player Jordan Coates.
Yeah, he's had a bunch of goals here today, and definitely making an impact on the offensive side of this first lacrosse game for the Panthers.
And Myers is okay as he walks off the field. This is not good for the Cowboys as they will be down one player now with already a short roster.
Yeah, now that leads to one substitution here for Wyoming.
Love you, bye.
And it looks like we're going to be back in action here.
So it's Flower who will start with the ball. Going to give it over to Simon. It's Seiler behind the net. Going to give it over to Unger. Unger now. Going to get it into Coates. Can Coates score? Oh, what a save by Palermo.
And another Cowboys down, Evan.
Yeah, it's number 14, Gabe Scruggs. And this is not good if he cannot go, because this would leave with no subs for the Cowboys.
Yeah, and I watched him right there. It didn't really look like a contact injury. It looked like non-contact, so that's pretty bad. But he is able to walk off the field.
Yep.
You know, it's the first game, probably just a little rusty. And the body isn't really exactly well and shape on how it would be in midseason and later on.
So no subs for the Cowboys compared to the bunch of the Panthers. But it's Palermo looking for someone to throw it to. Palermo's going to bring it up to the 25, now to the 30. He's going to have a deep pass. What a throw. It's Benkin. He's running a bunch of Panthers. Ball's loose. And the Panthers have got it. Going to give it to Bauer. Bauer's going to give it over to Kip. Over to Walter. Brewing now. He's going to give it over to Simon. Simon's going to shoot, and Palermo's got it. Palermo all the way out to Fent. Fent taking his time. 25 to play. Fent going to go in. Gets past the first man. Gives it in. Stolen away by the Panthers. 10 seconds to play in the Panthers. Going to give it up. Loose ball right now. And that's the end of the first. Panthers lead 5-2. Great start for them.
Yeah, and they're going to go back to their side of the bench feeling confident, I would assume, in Wyoming feeling probably frustrated. And, they probably did not expect this beginning of their season to be like this.
Yeah, and the Cowboys got to be scared. I mean, down to no subs. It's going to be a scary rest of the game if they have no subs.
Yeah, they're going to have to keep the ball on the offensive side of the ball and let their defensive guys get a rest.
Yeah, they have not had much rest. The Panthers, 5 goals. Panthers 5-2 lead. Start of the second. We're gonna switch sides. Hopefully the Cowboys get the lucky side this time.
Yeah, on the new turf, Panthers are playing well. Been out there for football conditioning, and it feels great, Evan.
Yeah, it does feel great out there. It's a lot better than the old turf. Great investment for the Panthers. Cowboys will not win the face-off. It's Sakai. Sakai for the Panthers. At midfield, just waiting around for the sub to get in. He's going to give it over to Flower. Flower now, waiting for his sub to get in position. Dugan over to Unger. Unger over to Seiler. Seiler, good move. Back out to Flower, though. Flower. Looks like a basketball screen by Jordan Coates. Shoots on goal, no good. Palermo with another grab. Palermo deep pass. And it's stolen away by the Panthers. Stolen away by Keys. Unger couldn't bring it in. And Palermo's got it. Another deep pass. This one's another loose ball. Can Keys get on this one? He can't. It's Benkin. And Peters steals it, or Broyne steals it away. Now it's the freshman Cafe on the break. Gonna give it over to Seiler. Marker. Panthers on the offense possession. Flower tried to shoot, ball tipped, and Palermo's easily got it. Well, Palermo taking his time here. Deep pass over to Gordon. Here's Gordon. Getting guarded by the twin brother of Harrison Cafeo. It's Jackson Cafeo in now. Hinkle over to Ambrose. Ambrose going in, trying to get a shot and goal is flipped away. Sockeye now. He's faster than everyone now on the offensive break. It's Sockeye. All the way down to the 20s, and he's going to give it up. And here's Seiler. Telling everybody to hold up. Flower now. 30-yard line, the subs coming on. Seiler going to give it over to here we go. The Panthers on the offensive break now, looking to extend their lead to 6-2. Flower going to give it over to Peters. Josh Peters backing it up to the 30. He's going to go in. He's going to get a screen. Back over to Flower. To Seiler. Seiler, long offense possession for the Panthers. Seiler's going to lose it, but he's going to get it back. Seiler, 10-yard line. And it's a timeout for the Panthers. Great defense by the Panthers early on.
Yeah, and they've had it, of course, on the offensive side of the ball for a while here now. And no scores here so far to be in the second. Still 5-2, Panthers on top. 7 minutes, 53 seconds left.
Yeah,
here.
4 minutes in. Last quarter, 4 minutes in, it was already 3-0. Panthers have slowed it down, and if Panthers keep on slowing it down, if the Cowboys have to have a sense of urgency to get back into this game. They're not out. But if the Panthers keep on wasting up this time and scoring on most of their possessions, they will be out.
Yeah, they're not out at all so far, as we can tell. But, of course, like you just mentioned a couple seconds ago about how the Panthers scored 3 points in less than 4 minutes to begin the game. So the Cowboys obviously can score the ball, as we've seen. They got a good goalie back there in Palermo that likes to take a bunch of deep shots. He likes to run the field up a little bit. He likes to go as far as he can before he has to give it up. And his throws have been all right so far. He's lost a couple, but overall not terrible.
Yeah, not terrible. But the Panthers, if they keep on holding this ball, it's going to have the Cowboys' second half. They got to go. They got to go score. So it'll be Seiler's going to give it over to Flower. Flower Over to Peters. Josh Peters. Looking like a pick and roll. Gives it over to Seiler. Palermo, what a block. Seiler. The Cowboys got it. It's Akins, but the Panthers got it back. It's going to be Peters. He's going to pick it up, and they're going to reset. Peters. Over to Flower. Flower. Controlling traffic. Flower over to Seiler. Seiler's going to take it behind the net. Seiler making his move. Swings it out to Flower. Here we go. Flower makes his move. Tries to get past. Won't go. Flower back to Seiler. Seiler back to Flower. Flower over to Peters. Peters over to Unger. Unger back to Peters. Peters to Coates. Coates to Flower. Looks like Coates is going to come set a screen. No, he's going to fake it. Flower going in. Looking for a second goal. And Palermo, what a save. With 6:20 to go. Palermo, deep shot. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be Panthers possession. So Brewing going to have it for the Panthers. So to quickly give it over to Peters, and here's the Panthers on offense. Peters over to Unger. Unger to Seiler. Seiler now. Gives it over to Kip. Kip to Coates in the middle. Coates! His 4th goal of the night! What a night for the sophomore!
Yeah, and Wyoming cannot stop Coates at all, as he is just lighting up this Cowboy defense.
Yeah, I mean, there's just no answer for Coates right now. He has more goals than the Cowboys have goals.
Yeah, and I bet Mason in goal right now is feeling pretty lonely with no action his way at all.
Coach Evans for the Cowboys has got to feel disappointed in his team right now.
100%. You know, you obviously did not want the season to start like this.
Here's Dugan on the faceoff. Dugan will lose it. But it's poked away by Cafeo. Cafeo gets it, and Dugan's got it now. Over to Brewing. Gives to Sakai. Sakai running up the field. Sakai at the 30. There's a penalty on the field, but they're going to play. And it's Seiler with the goal. Noah Seiler gets the 7th for the Panthers.
Yeah, and Panthers are starting to run away with this one. 5 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock here in the second, as Cowboys now down by 5. And a couple seconds ago, they were only down by 3, and this is just not going good for Wyoming at all. Face off here now.
Different man for the Panthers. This time it's going to be Peters. Peters is going to win it for the Panthers. He's going to give it up to Unger. Unger takes it out. Going to give it to Cafeo. Cafeo over to Seiler. Seiler misses it. Palermo with the block. Palermo grabs it with 5 minutes to play in the second. Here come the Cowboys. It's Garentz. Back to Garentz. Oh, it's over his head. Sloppy play by the Cowboys early here. Garentz gives it over to Fent. Fent back to Garentz. Garentz now trying to get it to someone. Garentz is going to get it to Ambrose. Screen. Ambrose going in, looking for a shot on goal. Can he get one? No, it's stolen away by the Panthers. It's kicked around. And Walter comes up with it. Walter's going to give it back to Bauer. Roaring tries to get it all the way up the Keys, and this one's going to roll out.
Finally, some action for this Panther defense, as Brower played goalie pretty well there, even though there wasn't a lot of shots on goal.
Palermo, deep shot. Got it. No, he doesn't. And it's, well, loose ball here. And the Cowboys come up with it. It's Fent. And the Cowboys will call a timeout, down 7-2. If you're Coach Evans for the Cowboys, you got to be disappointed.
Be immensely disappointed right now. Obviously, down by 5 with 3 minutes and 38 on the clock here in the second. And it looks like the 2 guys that got injured earlier for Wyoming are back up, so at least they got a little bit of substitution of what they already had.
Yep. Panthers playing really great right now. Can the Cowboys claw their way back? Caden, the Panthers' defense early on has been phenomenal.
Absolutely phenomenal. Only letting up 2 goals here on the day so far, and that was in the first. So no goals for Wyoming in the second. And if they want this game to go in their way at all, they need to start making an impact right here, and that's not how you do it.
It's stolen away by the Panthers. Bauer going to give it up to Tyler Shore. Shore coming down on the offensive end. Shore gives it over to Unger. And Shore's going to get back on defense. Here we go. It's Flower. Flower's going to give it over to Keys. Keys to Unger. Flower over to Kip. Back to Flower. Back to Keys. Keys shot on goal. No, it's a pass to Seiler. Seiler going to give it to Unger. And Unger's shot on goal is no good.
Yeah,
Caden, this Panthers offense is really young. Multiple in right now are sophomores. Bright future for Elders lacrosse team.
Yeah, great future. Also including the future freshmen that we will get in the next years that could potentially start on varsity too, like the 3 that we have this year with the Cafeos and then Marker.
Yep, now here come the Cowboys on offense, and got to have a sense of urgency, down by 5. Fent going in for the Cowboys. Shot on goal is no good, and it will be Panthers possession. So here comes the Panthers. It's Flower with the ball. Flower now. Loses the ball. Gordon all over it. And Palermo now. Will he take another deep shot? He will. And it's easily stolen away by the Nope. Loose ball. Who can get it? No one can get it right now. It's just scooped up. And this one's finally caught by Walter.
Yeah, Palermo is no E-step, so I would advise not trying to take those deep shots.
Yeah. Here come the Cowboys. Scruggs going in for the Cowboys. Cowboys haven't scored since the first quarter. And we're 30 seconds left in the second. Here we go. Can they get a good shot on goal? They can, but it was saved by Bauer. Cowboys still have a chance here. It's Scruggs. Over to Ambrose. 10 seconds. They got to get a shot on goal. They will, and Bauer with the save. So the Panthers, Caden, great start. Up 7-2 going into halftime. If you're the Panthers, you got to be happy with your performance.
Yeah, you got to be extremely happy. You know, this Wyoming team went 12-6 last year. They played pretty good throughout the season from what I could tell, with some nice wins. And you know, the start of this season, just playing a little bit slower than they probably thought they were going to be playing. And you know, Palermo, I'll give him credit. He's working hard. You know, with constantly having to be on his toes, with this Panthers fierce offense that just won't let up at all.
Yep. So they're going into halftime. The Panthers will lead 7-2. Welcome back, Panthers fans, to the second half of Elder Lacrosse. The score is 7-2 Panthers. Caden, there's got to be a sense of urgency for the Cowboys.
Yeah, and you need it now. Obviously, these guys got shut out in the second. Didn't score a single point. First quarter, they were down 3-0. Then finally came back, scored two goals of their own. But nothing since then.
Flower. There we go. Flower at the 30. He's going to give it over to Unger. Unger to Coates. Stolen away. Here come the Cowboys. Cowboys haven't scored since the first quarter. Need to score this quarter. Here we go. For the Cowboys, they're going to get it in. And this one's going to roll. And the Panthers have got it. It's Broering. The Coates, and here comes Coates. Seiler. Coates. Over to Broering. Hugo Broering. Back over to Flower. Flower taking his time. Flower going in now. Going in. Shot on goal, no good.
It's a good attempt there. Try and get a shot off.
That is. And here's Seiler
The
behind
big
the
lead.
net. Seiler out to Unger. Unger's shot on goal is no good.
Another contested shot there.
Seiler going in again. He is tripped.
Bodies everywhere.
And we got a penalty.
Looks like there's a Panther with a limp there. And the Wyoming fans do not agree with that at all.
No, they do not.
What I could tell. Heard of that's terrible, so they do not agree. As 10 limping off the field there. That's Noah Seiler, so hope he's all right.
Big part of this Panthers team.
He'll stay in.
So here's Coates. Going to give it to Seiler. Seiler back to Coates. Coates slings it over to Flower. Over to Unger. Over to Keys. Back to Seiler. Seiler. He's going to give it to Keys. Keys shot on goal. No good. So Seiler now. Here's Keys over to Flower. Over to Unger. Over to Keys. Over to Flower. Flower shot on goal. It's good. Alex Flower. His second goal of the night. Assisted by Seiler there, and the Panthers up 6 now.
And the Cowboys they got to be feeling extremely frustrated about this. Then this just shows this season has a lot of good awaits this season here for the Panthers.
Yeah, and they're young. Panthers are young.
Yeah, they may be young, but they play like vets out
So here's
there.
Cafeo, the freshman. Gives it off to Seiler. Seiler swings it over to Dugan. Dugan over to Flower. Dugan over to Keys. Keys back to Flower. Flower gonna go in. Gonna give her over to Seiler. Seiler tried to get it to Unger. Seiler's on the ground now, going for it. Unger tried to get it, but it'll be Cowboys possession. So the Cowboys gotta have a sense of urgency here. 20 minutes to play in the game. 8 minutes left in the quarter. Cowboys gotta score.
Yeah, and you need to now. And finally, this Panther defense is going to get some action.
Yeah. Cowboys going in. And he is on the ground. What a defensive play by the Panthers. It's Brody Krem, football star, playing lacrosse. Seiler shot and goal is good! Noah Seiler
Yeah, and
extends the lead to 7.
he threaded the needle on that one. That was an amazing shot right in the corner. Just an amazing shot. As it's like a timeout's called.
Timeout. And the Panthers just blowing out the Cowboys. If you're Coach Evans with the Cowboys, got to be frustrated. This is not the way you want your season to start.
Yeah, and honestly, at this point, the game's starting to look out of reach already. So if you're the Cowboys here, you at least got to end this game off with something good. You know, you can't just get obliterated like they are right now by this Panther team.
Okay, let me point this out. This turf under the lights is awesome.
It is absolutely beautiful. And when you're up here at this good of an angle and you just see the dark Panther overshadowing the field as you see that bright purple and white in the middle of the field, I truly believe this is the best high school stadium in all of America.
It is, and a lot of people agree with that.
Yeah, it has to be. I mean, when you see this place packed out on those Friday nights, especially with those GCL South matchups, man, there's nothing like it.
There is nothing like it. So here comes the Panthers back out, up 9-2 with 7:22 to play in the third. It's going to be a hard battle back for the Cowboys. So Dugan and Gordon will face off at midfield. So Dugan will win the face-off. Nope, the Cowboys got it. But it's going to be hard to score on the stellar defense from the Panthers. And look at the defense already. Look at Sockeye. Penalty flag flies. as there is a injured Cowboy on the ground.
Yeah, lots and lots of injuries for Wyoming here today. And already with a thin roster, and, these Cowboys are going down like flies at this point.
Yeah, down to one sub for the Cowboys. And we don't know. I mean, they could be people might have to be filling in positions they don't play.
100%, with the short roster that the Cowboys have here today, it's going to be difficult for a new player potentially coming into a new position that they haven't really had much experience in.
Yeah, it will be difficult for the Cowboys.
And just like the Dallas Cowboys, their offense isn't good and their defense can't stop the offense. So this is going to be a big game to look at here for the Cowboys later on this week, to just look at and analyze what they did wrong, try and come back and make some adjustments, hopefully, for this team.
Yeah, but we do need to remember this is the first game of the season for both of them. They've had a couple scrimmages. But you don't get this game sense of a game in a scrimmage. You just don't.
Yeah, and I bet they weren't playing a team like the Elder Panthers in preseason.
So there's a lot of work on for the Cowboys. They can come back, but it's going to be a tough one. Look at Bauer. Over to Sakai. Sakai catches it in transition. Sakai coming down the field. Here's Sakai going in. His shot on goal is caught by Palermo. Palermo gives it up to Gordon. Gordon down midfield. Coates, a big swipe. Can't get it. Penalty flag flies. Can the Cowboys score? And that one is going up until the trees up there.
Yep, that one's probably going to stay there for a while, I would assume.
Yeah. But just look how many balls we have. I mean, there's all laying around in the end zone. You lose the ball, it's okay.
Yes, there's balls everywhere. And, they got a great feel. They're very bouncy.
They are very bouncy, especially on this new turf.
I know because I wasn't familiar with lacrosse earlier this year, and when I felt one, it felt way different than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, they're kind of like a racquetball.
Yeah.
Shot and goal for the Cowboys is no good. Gordon, a hard shot, but couldn't get it.
Yeah, a little high. Missed the goal.
Yeah. Gordon going to swing it over. That one is caught by Bauer. Bauer trying to get Cafeo in transition. He does. Cafeo coming down. He's going to give it over the Keys. Transition for the Panthers. Unger, he scores! Cade Unger!
Yeah, and the Panthers are just running away with this one. It's not even a competition anymore at this point.
An 8-point lead for the Panthers. It's 10-2 with 5:36 to go in the third. If the Cowboys are going to come back, you got to score. I mean, they haven't scored since the first quarter.
Yeah, Palermo in goal right now is probably thinking, can my guys just get some more points on the board? But I don't think that's going to happen today.
Yeah, I feel bad for Palermo. I mean, he's had to deal with this Panthers offense who is just scoring and scoring and scoring. So here comes Dugan. It's been phenomenal at faceoffs tonight. Dugan swings it over to Seiler. Seiler. Here we go. Seiler at the 20. Looking for someone to pass it to. Just keep it back. He's doubled. Seiler's got to get it to someone. Try to get it to Dugan. And Dugan fights his way to get it. It is saved by Dugan, but here come the Cowboys. And the Cowboys fans are letting the ref hear it. I mean, I would be frustrated too if my team was down 10-2.
Yeah, I would very be frustrated if my team was not playing up to par of what the Panthers are playing, but it's hard to.
But here come the Cowboys. They have a chance to score here. And Keys has got it for the Panthers. Keys gives it up. De Bruyne. Ooh, tough hit, Bruyne. Gonna give it over to Seiler. Try to get it to Coates. Coates couldn't bring it in. But here's the defense from the Panthers. Cowboys. Seiler trying to play some defense with Coates. This one swung over back to the Cowboys. Deep throw! What a throw, but it's stolen away by the Panthers. Nope, the Cowboys have got it. Now it's stolen away by the Panthers. Walter with the steal there. Seiler gives it to Coates, and it's Coates' fifth of the night. The sophomore captain. Unstoppable.
Yeah, Jordan is playing out of his mind right now here to begin the season. And obviously, you found your star player here today. It's pretty obvious who is going to lead this team for the rest of the season.
Yeah. Being a captain and sophomore, you're got to live up to some expectations, and he is.
And there was, no denial here today that this is just an absolute stellar performance. And, Palermo in goal has had no respite at all.
So the Panthers will lose the face-off to the Cowboys. And the Cowboys score. It's number 23, Reed Bornholt.
Yeah, and it's just a little too late for the Cowboys fans to get that excited.
Yeah, but, 3:20 to play in the third. It would take a miracle. Cowboys' first goal since the first quarter happens with 3:20 in the third. Peters, the Panthers win. Here comes Cafeo. Cafeo gives up to Unger. Unger now, waiting for his subs to come in. He's going to give it over to Simon. Into Unger. Unger going to score. He's going to kick it out to Seiler. Back out to Simon. Here comes the Panthers. Just passing it around. Panthers just taking up time from the Cowboys to have a comeback.
Yeah, just chewing some clock, trying to get out of here.
Here comes the Panthers with some more offense. Misses the goal. It's number 12, Grant. Well, here comes Unger behind the net. Seiler gonna swing it out to Simon. Simon's shot on net is no good.
One of the few misses here today.
So here's Unger. Gives her to Seiler. Over to Flower. Here's Flowers. Shot on goal is no good. I mean, Bauer for the goalie for the Panthers, I mean, he really hasn't had much action tonight.
Yeah, he's down there probably thinking what he's going to have to eat later. Probably thinking on how he wants to celebrate this big win here at the pit. And it's going to be great.
Caden's not over until it's over, but I would give the Panthers a pretty good chance of winning this one tonight.
Yeah, the final bell hasn't rang yet, so this game ain't over.
Here comes Flower. Flower shot on goal. Palermo blocks it. Seiler fighting for it. And the Cowboys fans letting the refs have it again. Into Unger. Unger shot on goal. It is good. Cade Unger extends the lead to 12-3.
And what a shot by Unger. And Palermo looks down in defeat as he has tried his hardest today, but there's just nothing he can do at this point.
So 1:10 to play in the third. It's 12-3 Elder. And this one's getting more out of reach and out of reach every Elder possession. So there's the face-off. Unger wins, or Dugan wins it. Gives it over to Cafeo. Cafeo spin move. Cafeo gives it to Dugan. Dugan picks it up, and Dugan's got it at the 40. And Dugan's going to give it over to Keys. And here is Dominic Keys. Over to Kip. Over to Unger. Back to Kip. Back to Keys. Over to Dugan. Here's Dugan making his move. Gives it to Seiler. Seiler out to Unger. Unger shot. No good. And that one bounces right back to Seiler.
Yeah, and the Panthers only got 20 seconds now.
Here's Dugan. All the way over to Kip. Kip can't bring it in. Cowboys. Oh, it's Coates now. Coates looking for his sixth of the night. Won't get it. Deep throw. There's a penalty on the field. It's 4 seconds to go. It's going to be Panther possession. It's going to be Seiler. He's going to have to get a quick shot. Maybe you try to throw it into someone real quick. Couldn't get it to go. Palermo with a great block. And at the end of the third, the Elder Panthers lead 12-3. And they're looking unstoppable.
You know, and we hopefully expected that to start the season to look unstoppable and look as good as they are. And they are definitely performing on how I expected them to here to begin the season.
So the Panthers will go into the end of the third up 12-3. Elder leads 12-3 to start the fourth. Looking out of reach for the Cowboys. Dugan wins it. Here comes Dugan. Swings it over to Unger. Unger waiting for his subs to get in. Here's Unger now. Over to Dugan. Here's Dugan going in. Gonna get it out to Unger. Here's Unger. Unger making his move. Break away, and it's good! Cade Unger extends the lead to 10.
What a good shot by Unger. Once again, just extending the lead. And, at this point, Cowboys are just trying to get out of here with as less points on the board that they can hold from the Panthers. But, every time that they think that they can come back into this game, it's just devastated.
Dugan will win the face-off, and with 11 to play, it's looking very out of reach for the Cowboys. So here's Dugan going in. Shot on goal. It looked like it went through the net, but no. So Palermo looking for a guy to throw it down. Deep throw. Cowboys will get it, and here comes the Cowboys. Ambrose shot on goal is no good.
And I believe 17 for Wyoming was closer on that one, but I'm not sure.
Here's Flower taking it up for the Panthers. Flower having a great night. He scored. Seiler once again! And the Panthers are just absolutely having fun out there. No stress, just ball for the Panthers.
Yeah, and was there any other doubt? This is what we expect from the hard work off-season, continuing to get better. Of course, that's our motto here at Elder High School.
Out to your, strive for the higher things. And the lacrosse team definitely did that.
Yeah, and just seeing this game, Evan, I can't wait for some GCL South matchups.
Yeah. There's the face-off. Cafeo's going to pick it up. Cafeo now. All the way over to Unger. Unger to Coates. Coates. Out to Peters. Peters. Now, at the 40, he's going to give it over. Seiler's shot is blocked. Coates, a mean shoulder. He gets it. Here's Coates. Over to Keys, and Keys will take his time. There's Keys. Going in, he's going to try to get it. The marker, but couldn't get it to him. Here's Palermo. Deep throw, it's stolen away by Keys. An interception. Marker. His shot on goal is no good. Here's Palermo. Deep throw all the way down to 30 and stolen away by Cafeo. Oh. Here comes the Cowboys.
And he wants a timeout.
Timeout for the Cowboys. Going in this timeout with 8:10 to go. Panthers lead 14-3. So it's Cowboys possession, and the light is looking really dim for the Cowboys. But here we go. They could score here. Oh, this one's going to roll out. And it will be outer possession. It's roaring. Now, Seiler, give it to the coach. Oh, threw it right in the Palero's big old net. Ooh, big hit at center field. Ball comes out. Here comes the Cowboys. Kenny Esplage throws it over. Shattler. There's a penalty on.
And once again, the Wyoming fans did not like that one. But it looks like it's the right call.
I mean, they haven't liked any call all night.
It doesn't help that their sons are not playing the best right now.
But early season, you got to expect these things might happen. And you just got to get back in the lab.
Yeah, you got to obviously get back to work after this game from Wyoming. You got to take, and if you're Coach Evans here, you got to look at your guys and see who did perform the best today and, you know, tell them to take a step up and maybe try and encourage this team after this sorry game.
Unger. Seiler now. Seiler gives it to Dugan, cutting in, and his shot on goal is no good. Panthers just swinging it around. Gonna give it to Flower. Flower shot and goal, no good. Keys gives it over to Dugan. Dugan gives to Flower. It's Keys. Whistle blown. Keys is going to jog off the field.
Great night for him.
Yeah, great night for all the Panthers. Defense, 3 goals right now. Offense scored 14. Kip, got it. Tries to give Dugan bad pass, but Dugan picks it up, and here we go. Gives it over to Seiler. Timeout, Panthers. So with 5:48 to go, the Panthers call timeout, up 14-3. Here comes the Panthers. Here's Seiler directing traffic. Goes over to Flower. Flower, spin move. Shot on goal by Marker was no good. Here's Palermo. Marker, oh! Oh, tough shot, and he is hit after the whistle. A freshman Marker.
Tough as nails, though.
He is right back up. Shot on goal, way over, and that one's in the stands. That would have been a souvenir if it was a football game. I would really love to see the pit packed out for the Lacrosse team. I mean, they've proved it right now. People should come out and watch this team.
Yeah, I mean, this is exciting. It's very fun to just watch this action, and and they get chippy out here in Lacrosse. They throw bodies around, and they're not afraid to get contact.
Yeah, lacrosse really reminds me of hockey.
Another great sport.
Hockey is a lot of fun to watch.
And
Cowboys just trying not to give up any more goals and trying to score some more with the last 4 minutes to play. So it's Hinkle. Gives it over to Ambrose. Ambrose running around. Ambrose hits, gets hit, gives it to, misses the goal. It was number 19, Benkin, misses on goal. And here comes Flowers. Flower getting hit, spin, move, gets around 2 of them. Off to the races, throws it all the way over to Marker. Jackson Marker, the freshman. And here's Kip. Taking their time here, tries to get over to Marker. Marker picks it up, goes over to Joey Jackson. Jackson gives it over to Kip. Kip inside. No good. It was a great shot by Hugo Broering. All the way down. Panthers trying to get on it. And there is a Cowboys player down. Hopefully he is okay. Jay Myers, the injured one, is not happy. He's frustrated. I mean, I got to give it to him. This is a frustrating loss. Open the season to a blowout. It's just not a way you want to start this young season of 2025.
Yeah, but, there's probably a bright future for the Cowboys head on because I doubt that they'll play a team this good as the Panthers again later on. So, hopefully they can bounce back.
Yep. Bauer, he needs to get all the props in the world. 3 goals right now. And the defense. But here we go. This could be another goal for the Cowboys. It won't. Cowboys fans do not like this. I get their frustration, but, at the end of the day, it's what the refs call. You're not the ref. You got to go with it. Everybody no one likes a call not going their way, but you just got to deal with it.
Yeah, and of course these officials are human. They make mistakes, but
yeah, we do not have robot refs yet. Maybe in the upcoming 10 years we could, but we're in 2025. We do not have robo refs. They're human just like you. You can't get mad at them.
Yeah, but that also take the fun out of it as well.
Yeah, I get their frustration, but it just can't happen. You can't. They're human. They're not perfect, but you got to expect them to make some good calls, but not every single one.
And not necessarily all these calls have been the wrong calls also.
Bauer is a brick wall back there. This guy, he deserves number 1. Very much so. So here comes the Cowboys just trying to score another one. Penalty flies. And you can tell the Cowboys are frustrated. I get it. Not the way you want to start a season, but it's a long process. So the minute 14, the Panthers lead 14-3, Cowboys possession, and just trying to score, make this. It's over, but trying to make it look. You didn't lose by 10 or more. By 10. Shot on goal, no good. And Broering picks it up. 55 seconds to play. He's going to throw it all the way over to the freshman Cafeo. Juking out as a defender. Oh, what a move!
Wyoming ball after that.
We have another injured player for the Cowboys. Hopefully he's okay. Looks like his arm. And we are back. Cowboys possession behind the net. 7 seconds to play. Panthers lead 14-3. It's a great game by the Panthers as they will move to 1-0 on the year.
And a well-deserved win as
It is
well.
well-deserved for the Panthers. Bauer, brick wall back there. Offense was just scoring on all cylinders. Panthers will be back in action on Tuesday at home against Loveland to try and improve their record to 2-0 as 20 seconds left. The Panthers had this one wrapped up in the books, and Elder will start in the win column as the Cowboys will fall to 0-1 as well. So, if you're the Cowboys, there's a lot of things to work on. You got to be frustrated with this loss, but you got to be fine. It's early in the season. Bauer, what a day for him, only letting up 3 goals. You got to feel bad for Palermo. 14 goals given up. But when you're going against this prolific offense with the Panthers, it's hard not to give up goals.
Yeah, and, Bauer played great all night. And what about the freshmen as well? The Cafeos and Marker played very well, but obviously star player of the game was Jordan Coates.
Yeah, Jordan Coates, 5 goals, I think it was?
Yeah, it was. 5 goals out of the 14.
More than the Cowboys, but when you look at it, it was the defense for the Panthers that won them this game. Panthers will move to 1-0, be back in action Tuesday at home against Loveland.